Wow.
Welcome to fall. Seems like it was an abrupt transition. All of a sudden, all of the trees, the leaves are starting to change and fall. I guess that's why they call it fall. Haven't really been recording much in the way of video logs. I mean, you know, I didn't do one last week. And it's Friday now, and these are the first couple of clips. So, I guess there is one thing. It's just been not really the time for it. So there are definitely some projects that I need to work on, lots of things that still need to be done that I haven't done because I just haven't felt like doing any of it. Some things that will not be getting videos just because it's kind of a colossal waste of time to make a video of it. I'm going to be reinstalling the operating system on this. This is my YouTube download server. It was upgraded from an older version of Open Media Vault. It's kind of messed up a little bit, and I am actually completely out of space on the boot drive, so I can't log into the web interface anymore. And apparently, Gparted won't run on this system, and I don't feel like messing with it. So, what we're gonna do, or what I am doing, is I'm busy transferring the files off of it, so that way I don't have to transfer it off the backup server, even though I could. And we'll reinstall because the wonderful folks at Open Media Vault have finally realized the way that the world works, and they will now allow you to share the root file system by way of a plugin. I hate the fact that it's a plugin. It should be built into the operating system, because I don't really understand why it can't be built into the OS when it's a folder on a hard drive, but whatever. Hopefully it'll work. Here's an interesting project. It's not mine in any way, shape, or form, but it came to me with the notion that, oh, it doesn't post. Nothing comes on the screen and it doesn't do anything. And I'm telling you, if as a technician, computer repair guy, you don't have one of these, you need to get one of these, because these are incredibly useful for figuring out what's going on, if anything. Using that, I plugged it in, powered it up, and it was ticking every couple of seconds, which is a dead giveaway that it's in a reboot loop, which often points to these. Switch the power supply over to that, and everything started working. So, I mean, there's a couple of other things that are worth noting. I had to change this fan because it was backwards. I still don't think it's installed quite right, but that's about as good as I can get it while it's here in this case. I'm not pulling it out of the case. And this RAM, I don't know what is the deal with this. I can't even tell what it is. I can't read anything, other than the fact that those red sticks are HyperX Fury. You know, if I were really feeling adventurous, I'd go plug the other power supply in and figure out what it is. Maybe I'll do that. Curiosity got the better of me. It's actually not even as good as I thought it was. So I'm guessing that what we've got going on here is 8 gigs across those two red HyperX modules, and the Corsair is another 8 gig to give you 16 gigs total. At least that's my theory. It should be a short video log, or at least I'm hoping that it's going to be short, although I guess it doesn't really matter, because I say that every time and it ends up being a 15-minute long video because I can't shut up. But I've got some other hard drive failures. Actually, I was going to replace a 500 gigabyte drive with one of these too, and it turns out both of them are even worse than the one that's already in the server that's failing. Normally I wouldn't care about like 8. Now, this one I'd take out, but something like this I normally wouldn't care about, but we're talking about a server here, so I like to have clean bill of health for those kinds of things, just because they're sitting in there running in all the heat. So there's that. Let's see, what else? This machine here, this will be getting a video, just because I'm going to be switching the power supply in it, and I'm also going to be upgrading the RAM. I think I mentioned it like 2 weeks ago because it's been sitting around for a while and I haven't dealt with it. But I ordered Corsair XMS3, I think is what it was called, and I got this G-Skill Ripjaw stuff instead. I mean, this is good RAM, but it's just not what I ordered. I'm a little annoyed by that. I was hoping to try out the Corsair stuff. But, oh well. I guess we can't have everything. My Linux machine is going to be getting an SSD, and also an 8 gig RAM upgrade. That's what that stuff is right there. Let's see. I've got this massive stack of SSDs, needs to be installed and things. So there's a couple machines in that pile. I think I'm going to make 2 videos for that. Then there's a couple of things up there. I still need to get all those Macintoshes working. All the ones that are sitting out. There's 3 of them. I need to work, and there's a couple of other things. I've got stuff lined up. I got a lot of stuff that I need to finish and get done, and all of that. But I just, like I said, I haven't felt like doing anything. Just sit down and relax. Really, that's about it. You don't want to put effort into anything. I'll find a better place for that soldering station. Let's see, what else needs to be done here? I'm trying to think. I don't think there's a whole lot else, but my plan is to maybe hopefully get enough videos rendered and uploaded that I can have a video published every day this week. I think I've got enough for half the week now. I should be able to get the other half of the week dealt with. There should be no issue with that. But I might slow down a bit just to try and pace myself with these uploads, that I'm not uploading 90 videos between now and the end of the year, just because that's kind of ridiculous. Which is one of the reasons why I've kind of stopped making videos of some of these projects, is because it's redundant and I don't really need to do it. You've seen the machines, however countless many times. The wireless bridge machine, which is what those drives were for, you've seen that. I've made probably at least 5 or 6 videos of that in the last couple of months, so making one more is kind of just completely pointless. So, well, it is what it is. We'll see what happens. Well, that didn't work out. So it's just been a week of things getting in the way, and I just not feeling like really doing much of anything. I just want to, sit down and, frankly, just sit down and watch YouTube videos and do nothing else. So, this, what you saw last was what was supposed to be last week's video log, which I actually rendered as last week's video log and then just never uploaded it because I got sidetracked with other things and just never got around to it. So now we got this, which means that this video is going to be even longer than I probably would otherwise like it to be. But oh well. There are some things that I did get done. Those 2 had power supply swaps, and all of the laptops over there are taken care of. Everything is dealt with those. I still have a number of things that I need to take care of. Actually, that's not true. There is still one more. The HP 2000 needs an SSD swap. You can see I've got 5 of these 40 gigabyte SSDs left over, and 3 of the 16s. 2 of them are going to be for another project that is very, very long term. I don't know when I'm going to get to it. It's going to be probably, when I move and I dismantle the server closet. That'll probably be when I get around to it. And that's not going to be for a very, very long time, so. But everything else is still going along. And I've started taking pictures for the Gargantuan website update. Getting some pictures of computers because I've got the computer section up. So, an updated list of everything that I have and what it's doing and what its state is. But that's a definite work in progress. And that's probably going to take even longer than some of these other projects are going to take to get done. But it's Thanksgiving weekend, so I'm hoping that because of ongoing current events, that I'll have a lot of time to myself to get some of these things done. But then again, if this week's been any indication of what's going to happen, then I kind of won't want to. But I'm thinking that even though it's 4:30. I should probably get in bed, but I'm thinking that tomorrow I'm gonna start doing a whole bunch of video editing. Hopefully. I guess we'll find out. Okay, so we'll wrap this up, and maybe with any luck this will actually get uploaded this time, and I won't forget. I have finished a couple more projects. There's a video in here that I still need to finish. I thought I finished it, and I didn't. So I'll have to do that. But other than that, I don't think there's much else that's worth saying. I did manage to finally get rid of a couple of things that I've had on the for sale block for the last probably 4 years. See, what I don't understand about people is their inability to follow through on a commitment to buy something. Now, I get it. You can change your mind. You can realize, okay, there's no way I can pick this up. It's too far away, or I don't have a vehicle, or situation has changed, or whatever. I'm okay with that. I get that. That happens. But when you don't say a word about it, and I'm saying, hey, look, we had this commitment, this agreement that you would come by at X time and pay X dollars, what's going on? And you don't say anything, you drop off the face of the earth, I get a little irritated. Actually, I get more than a little irritated, because there's no excuse for that. You know, you wouldn't do that to a car dealership. You wouldn't do that when you're buying a house or renting an apartment. So why do you think that you can get away with doing that to me? Anyway, like I said, I just don't understand that. I've been dealing with that for the past couple of years. And finally, somebody actually followed through. So that Samsung printer that I have in a number of my videos is finally no longer in my possession. Which is good, because I don't need it. It's just taking up space. So, there's one thing. Alright. But I think that's it for this video log. I don't think I've got anything else to say. So like I said, hopefully this gets uploaded. Hopefully I've got videos next week. It's all going to depend upon how I feel. I've been just absolutely dead tired today for some reason or another. It's the same deal yesterday. And I envision that it'll probably be the same deal for the next foreseeable future. So